Alright guys, just want to do a little bit of bragging here about some of the, I think, good deals I've been getting at my local coin shop. I've been going in and buying constitutional silver, which I have backed off a lot on buying the full ounce rounds. And I've just been buying these 90% pre-64 constitutional silver. All 90%, and man, I've been able to find some good deals, but I just got back from the store. They were a little low on my $half, but he said next time we'll have them out. He just can't remember where he placed them. But I did get some. I got some quarters here, so check it out. This is what I got. Alright, first off, we're in Texas, so we're Texas tough, motherfuckers. Here's what we got. This is, I went in there and just dropped about $100 on some constitutional silver. So let's look at all of what I got here. First and foremost, anytime I'm digging through a bin and I see these ones that are just, individually marked or wrapped, it's automatically where my eye goes. We'll start here. I've been buying the shit out of these. These are, so that the camera picks that bad boy up, 64 Kennedy halves. Okay, those are 90%. And I've been buying a lot of these. So any ones of those that I ever find in the bins, these have kind of taken over quarters. In my mind, I loved stacking the quarters. I'm still stacking the quarters. You'll see, because I bought some again today because they were low on the halves. I have a lot of dimes, have a lot of quarters, but man, once I started finding these 64 halves, 90% silver, most of them are in really, really good condition. So I only got two today. That's all that I saw. I did see a 69 in there, but I don't want that when I can get the others for the deal I'm getting. And the deal I'm getting on these is 1450 face. These are a couple of Walking Liberties. 45 Walking Liberty, 42 Walking Liberty, and the camera, of course, is not going to cooperate with me very well. You can't see how well the detail is in there. I mean, it's fairly good. It's obviously not mint, but you can see all the details on it. Obviously, they're a little faded, but some pretty good deals there, man. 1450 face. Last time I went in, it was 1440 face. So that's a dollar value. That means these two, this 1945 and the 1942 Walking Liberty halves, cost me $14.50 for the two. Okay, I can't find anything even close to that online. These are going for like damn near $10 a piece online. I'm getting $14.50 face. Same with the Kennedys. It's just dollar face value. You get 4 quarters, $14.50. 10 dimes. They had Mercury dimes. They have the pre-65 Roosevelts. I actually am proud to say I got my first Franklin. They only had one Franklin there. Well, they had another one that had, the hole drilled in it. I don't want that. Got this bad boy here. So this bad boy, this Franklin here cost me $7.25. So find me a Franklin online, even before shipping, that costs $7.25. I mean, I'm not seeing that anywhere. And more quarters. This is just a 64 quarter to add to the stack. That's what the rest of this is. Look at all that. All, of course, I'm going to drop some. Don't worry, I'll pick it up. All pre-64. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. There's another Kennedy half. I forgot I bought another Kennedy half. 64 Kennedy half. And that's going to add really nice to the stack, because I'm telling you guys, I have been just in love with constitutional silver. I think it's the better deal. Their 1 ounce rounds were going for 21. That's not a horrible price, especially if you're looking online. That's no shipping. You walk out with it right now. Their generic rounds a little bit worn, but I've bought some of those rounds from them. I haven't had any problems with anything. Obviously I test everything. Yeah, this is the last score I had from the last time I went in. These are all 64 Kennedy halves. All 64 Kennedy halves. So we're going to add the new ones to that stack. Look at that. I mean, and again, they're good quality here, guys. So I feel like I have to brag on that a little bit, because anytime I look online, and I still do look online, and I try to find, what are the good deals going for now? What are the generic rounds going for? What are the Eagles? The premiums on the Eagles are just outrageous. And also, the last time I went in there, worth pointing this out, my dad was kind of impressed with this. My dad does more of the numismatic rarity stuff. Those are Barber halves. You got a 1912 and a 1907D here. These are $7 a piece. And, I mean, even their markings, very good. But, I mean, man, like, when my dad looked at that, my dad was just blown away because he orders a lot of his stuff out of, the magazines, or he even has friends that he trades with and stuff. But, man, when you're looking at these in the magazines, because I looked in the magazines too, and when you look at these online, you are not going to find that for $7. It's just not going to happen. But what I also have going on here is I'm going to pull up Coinflation so we can look at the calculator here. Okay, guys, so that is $7 face value at $14.50. It ended up being like $101.50, and I think they waived the extra 50 cents. So $101, so right at $100 for $7 face value of 90% silver. So I have up the Coinflation calculator here. We're just going to go over some of this stuff. Let's see, I got $4 worth of quarters. So 4 and 4 is 16. Let's see what the silver melt value, for those of you who don't know what this calculator does, it'll give you the silver melt value at the current price, which is $18.04. 16 of these, $4 worth, do the math, for the 1932 to 1964 quarters. And the total silver melt value, $52.20. So for these 16 quarters that I got here, there is a $52.20 melt value of silver, because of course these are 90% silver. So $52. And keep in mind it was 100 face that I paid for this. So that's the quarters out of the way. Quarters down. Let's get to the, what do we have here? We have the Franklin $half dollar. So let's look here for the Franklin $half dollar. Oh, I wish I had 16 of those. But we had one. So there it is. $6.52 for my Benjamin. Let's go back. We have, we'll skip over those for now, 3 1964 Kennedy halves. 3 of them bad boys is what I got today. So we will find, where are you at, Mr. Kennedy? Where are you at? No, not the 40%, the 90%. That's what we want. 3 of them bad boys. $19.57 is what the 3 of these are worth in terms of silver. Now, we also today scored, which I'm proud of, because a lot of the Walking Liberties I see are not nearly in this good a shape. Now, this isn't awesome shape, but it is good shape, in my opinion. So we got to check out how much the couple of Walkers are worth. Now, obviously, everybody who's familiar with doing this knows that the Kennedys, the Walkers, the Franklins, they're all worth the same. They're all 90% silver. $13.05 is what these 2 Walking Liberties are worth. Now, remember, I paid $14.50 for both of these. The melt value is $13.05. I think that's a pretty fair trade-off, especially considering premiums and considering what these are going for online. This is the best deal I think I can get. So I think I came out of this pretty well. So there you go. I mean, I think I got a pretty good deal here. I keep going back. I'm going to continue to go back because it's not far away. I have the benefit of living in a relatively small town outside of a major city. So we're able to get some pretty good stuff, and there's not a whole lot of competition. I'm not having to fight people for these things. Oh, these are the rest of my Washington quarters, my pre-65s, that I'm going to go ahead and just add these bad boys to. Man, that's quite a few. Look at that. Another $1.50. Plus, I got this one I'm about to take out of this pack. But anyways, like, this is the stuff that I'm stacking now. I can't wait for the generics. If they go back down, I'm going to nab them. I still am buying generic rounds. I'm staying the hell away from Eagles because the premium is insane. But let me know what you think, man, because I think this is actually a really good deal I'm getting here. I think it's easier to stack. It's cheaper to stack. Obviously, this is 90%. I'm not buying things in full ounces, but I am able to stack up pretty high on these. And considering the premiums that are still going on with generic rounds, I think I'm coming out all right on this. But maybe I'm just a little too excited because it is so much more convenient to walk into a store walk out not having to pay additional shipping fees, not having to worry about the things that you worry when, oh my God, am I going to get scammed? This is a reputable place that's been open for over 40 years. I do check everything whenever it comes in, but obviously that's another thing you don't have to worry about nearly as much. With Constitutional Silver, is it being faked? Because you get way more trouble faking Constitutional Silver. The risk versus reward isn't there as much for generic silver, or as it would be with generic silver. But let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to keep making some of these videos. Oh, one more thing I did want to show right before I leave. This is the only time I've ever bought what I would consider overpriced silver. People have different terms for it. But I did have to go buy the Fett Man. That is Boba Fett on a round. Now, I wish the goddamn Queen of England wasn't on the back of it. It'd be way cooler if that was like the Emperor or something. I think that would be badass. But, yeah, your Boba Fett round. That is the first, and I have to think the only time I'm going to pay that kind of a premium for silver. But, I'm a Fett man. Love the guy. Anyways, let me know what you think. Check it out. I think I'm doing pretty good. Add it to my stack. These are a lot of my Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, Standing Liberties, Barber dimes. Got a lot of stuff here, man, and I'm going to keep stacking this shit sky high. So let me know what you think.